audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
We've been talking about the books of the New Testament. Many of them are letters that are known as epistles. Let's get a focus today, Camille, on what for a lot of people is their favourite epistle. For others, they say this one's harder to understand. In fact, we don't even know for sure who wrote this one, the Epistle to the Hebrews.
Yes, Neil, we've been having a wonderful time surveying some of the key books of the New Testament. And until now, when it came to the epistles, they all were about Paul, or shall we say, written by Paul, 12 of them that we know for sure. Some scholars believe Paul also wrote Hebrews, but others don't. For sure, one of the problems of that is because the author of Hebrews is not identified, whereas in Paul's epistles, he's always saying Paul the Apostle. So that is something to consider. But the book of Hebrews was written with the purpose in mind of convincing Messianic and or Jewish believers not to return to the Old Covenant or to old-style Judaism. Even though the Christian faith was an offshoot of Judaism, it was considered a sect of Judaism like Pharisees and Sadducees and Essenes, certainly in the first century. But they were encouraged not to go back to the old order, to the law, to the commandments, as far as keeping them in order to please God. And the reason is simple. The theme of Hebrews is that Jesus Christ is superior to everything. That in Hebrews you have a superior covenant, for example, the new covenant, you have superior promises, and of course you have a superior prophet. Jesus is not just like a prophet unto Moses, Deuteronomy 18. He is more than a prophet. He is the Messiah, the anointed prophet like Moses, the anointed priest like Melchizedek, the anointed king like David. So in every area, he is supreme, he is superlative, he is number one. That's why returning to the old order, you're getting second best.
Camille, sometimes we talk about favourite passages. A lot of people love Hebrews chapter 11, talked about as being a faith chapter.
It is rightly called the Hall of Faith, this Hebrews chapter 11. I like how it begins, and let me read it to you. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible. That is very powerful, Neil, because it is describing what faith is. Faith is a substance of things that you hope for. It is evidence of things not seen. But listen to this. Because of faith, those that have gone before us obtained a good report, a good testimony from God. And it goes on to say in verse 6 that if you don't have faith, it is impossible to please God. Because anyone who comes to God must believe that God exists and that God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. I like as one Bible teacher puts it, God rewards the diligent seeker, not the casual inquirer. And then there's a list of all the heroes of faith, or many of them, like Abraham, like Moses, like David, and the like. And of course, I make note that it also talks about Samson. Not in any detail, but I'm glad that Samson made it by faith in the living God.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.